So you're looking for a dog trainer in Fair Oaks. And yeah, it can feel like a lot to sort through. But don't worry, we're going to walk through exactly what you need to know step by step so you can make a choice that you feel really good about.
Just picture it for a second. A beautiful, relaxed walk along the American River Parkway. Your dog is trotting right beside you, totally tuned in, not yanking on the leash. That's the dream, right? And it's absolutely possible to have a dog who can happily handle all the great spots Fair Oaks has to offer. It all just starts with the right training.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Before you start looking at prices or class schedules, you first have to understand what actually makes a great dog trainer. This is the foundation for everything. You're going to hear this term a lot, and for good reason. Positive reinforcement. Now, this isn't just about handing out treats. It's a science-backed method that's all about rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. This approach builds an incredible bond based on trust, and it makes learning fun for your dog, which means the good habits actually stick. You can really think of it as two totally different approaches. The one you want is all about building confidence with rewards and trust. What you absolutely need to avoid are any methods that rely on fear, making the dog feel intimidated, or using tools that cause pain. Honestly, that stuff often creates more problems than it solves, like anxiety or even aggression. So, how can you be sure a trainer is using modern, humane methods? Well, checking for credentials is a great first step. I know it looks like a bunch of letters, but they're meaningful. They show that a trainer has actually studied, passed tough exams, and is serious about their education. For everyday obedience, KPA and CPDT are excellent. If you're dealing with bigger issues like serious fear or aggression, you'll want to look for a certified behavior consultant, like someone with IABC or CBCC credentials. Okay, now let's get into the practical side of things. We'll look at the different types of programs you'll find around Fair Oaks and what you can expect to pay for them. Generally, you're looking at two main options, group classes or private sessions. Group classes are awesome for socialization, especially for puppies, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Private sessions, though, are completely customized to you and your dog. They are perfect for tackling issues that happen at home, like all that barking at the mail carrier. All right, let's talk budget. What does this stuff actually cost? Well, here in the Sacramento County area, a typical multi-week group class will probably run you somewhere between, say, $180 and $325. A single private lesson is often in that $125 to $200 range. And then you have the more intensive options like a board and train, which is a much bigger investment. This should give you a pretty good ballpark to work with. So you've done some research, you know what you're looking for, and you have a budget. Now it's time to actually reach out to some trainers. Here are the absolute must-ask questions for that first conversation. This is the number one question. Ask them directly about their methods and the tools they use. You want to hear them talk about positive reinforcement and reward-based training. If they start suggesting things like choke chains, prong collars, or shock collars as part of their standard toolkit, that is a huge red flag, and you should probably keep looking. This one is really telling. A good trainer isn't going to have a one-size-fits-all plan. They should be asking you about your goals. Do you just want your dog to be calmer when guests come over? Or maybe you dream of having a polite dog you can take to a cafe patio in the village. The training plan should fit your real life. And finally, make sure you get all the details crystal clear. Ask about their certifications and get a full breakdown of the cost. Find out what's included. Is there any follow-up help? Are there travel fees? A true professional will be totally upfront about their qualifications and pricing. Having a well-trained dog isn't just about making your own life easier. It's about being a great member of the community. So it's really helpful to know a few of the local rules and resources we have here in Fair Oaks. Remember this number, 6 feet. In all public spaces in Fair Oaks and Sacramento County, that means parks, trails, sidewalks, your dog has to be on a leash that's 6 feet long or shorter. The only exception is if you're in a specifically marked-off leash dog park. It's a simple rule that keeps everyone safe. Getting your dog licensed is another key responsibility, and luckily it's super easy. There are just 2 steps. First, make sure their rabies vaccination is up to date. Then, you just apply for the license with the county. It's really quick, and it helps get your dog back home safely if they ever wander off. Okay, so once you and your dog start learning new skills, you're going to need some places to practice them in the real world. Phoenix Park is great for working on leash walking. Ansel Hoffman has tons of interesting sights and smells to practice focus. And just walking through Fair Oaks Village is perfect for getting used to people and other distractions. At the end of the day, Putting in the effort to find the right trainer is about so much more than just stopping your dog from jumping on people. It's really about opening up your whole world, allowing you and your dog to enjoy everything this amazing community has to offer, together. Good luck with your search. A well-trained dog will make every walk in the park, every visit with family, and every quiet night at home so much better.